Let's solve this equation. This equation is r over 5 plus 6 over 5 equals r over 7 plus 8 over 7. The first step is to get rid of denominators. Now, how do you get rid of denominator? We multiply 35 everywhere on the two sides of the equation. 5 on denominator, 35 on numerator. So 35 divided by 5 is 7. And then 7 is in front of r, so we have a 7r. 35 divided by 5, we have a 7 one more time. 7 times 6, so we have a 42. 35 divided by 7 here, we have a 5. 5 times r is 5r. And again, 35 divided by 7 here is 5. 5 times 8 is 40 here. Okay. Now, we want to isolate r, so both sides subtract 5r. Right-hand side, left-hand side. Then we will cancel this positive, negative 5r on the right-hand side, and 40 left over. We put right here. Left-hand side is 7 minus 5, so we got 2r. Now, take 42 down here. Then the following step will take care of this 42. So 42, both sides subtract 42. We cancel 42 positive, negative. And here we have a 42 minus 40 minus 42. We have a negative 2. Again, these 2 are cancelled, so we have a 2r copied here. And then we divide 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times r is r. Right-hand side, negative 2 divided by positive 2. So we then have an answer is negative 1. So here is the solution. Actually, we are done here, but you may check if you did right. Since we have a solution r is negative 1, we may plug in back here. Replace this r on 5 with negative 1. The r on the right-hand side of the equation replaced with negative 1. So we will have a negative 1 over 5 plus 6 over 5, which is negative 1 plus 6 over 5. 6 minus 1 is 5, so 5 over 5 is 1. Right-hand side is similar. We replace again this r with negative 1 here. And then 8 minus 1 is 7 here. Denominator is 7, so we got 7 divided by 7 is 1. So the answer you can actually check. X equals negative 1 is the correct answer. Okay, let's look at the second one, which is our question 7 here. Question 7, we have a x plus 7 over 6 here written in red. And here x minus 1 over 3, written in red, equals 4 equals 4/3. Again, step 1, eliminate denominators everywhere multiplied by 6. So 6 cancel each other. First one, we have x plus 7 left here. And then the second one is 6 divided by 3. We'll have a 2 left. 2 times x and 2 times -1. So we have a 2x minus 2. Right-hand side of the equation, 6 divided by 3 is 2, and times 4, we have 8. Now we combine like terms. X plus 7 is actually 1 times x plus 7. And here 2x with 1x, we then got 3x. 7 minus 2, we have a 5. That's left-hand side. Right-hand side, we take 8 down. Rewrite here. And then we subtract 5 on both sides to take this positive 5 to the right-hand side is actually positive negative 5. They canceled. So it looks like this positive 5 shifted to the right-hand side. 8 minus 5 is positive 3. And here we take 3x down here. Both sides divided by 3, we then have x is 1. So here we should choose this answer. Now, the third question, which is question 8. Question 8, we deal with decimal. The step is the same. You see, we have an x on two sides. We want to add 1.9x to cancel positive negative 1.9x. So we do, then right-hand side is negative 44.5 left. Left-hand side you do is negative 6.1, positive 1.9. So you do 6.1 subtract 1.9. You have here is 2, then 5 minus 1 is 4, and the sign depends on the negative. Which number is bigger? So depends on the big number, so you have a negative here. Then you take 1.7 down here. Now, for all the words written in red, we subtract 1.7 on the left and also on the right. So we eliminate 1.7 on the left. Right-hand side here is negative 44.5 and add negative 1.7. So 5 and 7 added together is 0.5, added together is 1.2. So 44 plus 1 and then plus another one, you have a 46 and the negative in front of it. Now then we can divide the coefficient of x, which is negative 4.2 on both sides. So what do we get? We then get is, we can get our calculator out. So let's see. Calculator is on, pin it on. So we then do, we know positive, negative times negative is positive. So we do 46.2 divided by 4.2, which gives us 11 here. Here, the same number, 1 divided by another, you know is 1. So the final answer for this one is x equals 11. So we should choose this one. Now, keep moving. We want to do this one. So that will be our question 9. So let's work on question 9. Question 9, the left-hand side, we have a 0.50x. Let me copy this question, 0.30, and then x plus 50. And here we have a negative 0.10 is actually times 50 in this case. So we use distributive property. The first one, 0.50, we copied. And then negative 0.30 is distributed to the x. And then here you have a 0.3 times 50. Then what do we get? We then get 15. Negative. The way we get this is we use 0.3 times 5, 1.5, and there is a 0 over there. So that's 15. Now right here, 0.1 times 50, you got 5. Negative. Okay. So make sure here is negative 0.3, it goes to 50 as well. Common mistake is we forgot about 50. Okay. All right, keep going. Now we're going to combine those two tens. 0.5 minus 0.3 is 0.2, and then x. And here, we change the color to red. We do plus 15 on both sides. Okay. So we then cancel this positive, negative. And then we have is here was 5 negative. So then we have a 10. And then both sides. Both sides, we want to divide it by 0.2. So we then have an x on the left. Right-hand side, that's 50. So we have a 50. We put right here. That's the solution. So the answer would be here, the last one. Now we got to do the question 10 here. Question 10. We have a 7 times x plus 3, this quantity. And we also have a 7 times x plus 21. Actually, this one is true for all the real numbers. you can see by distributive property. 7 times 6, you get that. 3 times 7, you have 21. So you know this is identity. Identity. It means x can be any value. Okay? If you plug in 5 here, and here is 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 times 7 is 56. Similarly, 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 21, let me put here, is 5. You may try all different values. Okay, so 3 times plus 5 is 8 times 7. That's 56. And here, 5 times 7, 35. 35 plus 21, 56. You can also try 1, whatever you like, or negative 1. They are all true. Okay, you may try 1 here. Okay, and here is 1. So 7 times 1 is 7 plus 21, that's 28. 1 plus 3 is 4 times 7, 28. X can be any value. So the answer is x is a real number. And if the equation is true for any number, then you will end up, this actually equation is identity. So that's one way to do it. Another way, is the way we did before. Left-hand side was this, right-hand side was this. So if you didn't realize that was distributive property, then you do 3 times 7, that's 21. And then take this one down. You see, you already realized they are the same. You may say, hey, we want to isolate x. It's fine. So you do what? Minus 21 on both sides. So you get those two are canceled. You have a 7x equals 7x. Okay, and then both sides divided by 7, you end up as x alone on the left and x alone on the right. So x equals x. In this case, sounds very strange, but as x is a real number, any real number. Okay? All right, I'll see you next time.